Alright, it's been a while since I've solved a Sudoku puzzle, so I went out, got a new Sudoku book. Gonna go to the hardest section, which in this book, the hardest section is called Challenger. I'm gonna solve one of the Challenger puzzles, Dell Sudoku September 2021 edition. I'll solve number 243 here, and we'll just see how it goes. Alright, when I solve puzzles, first thing I like to do the left, middle, right, or the top, middle, bottom. So I'll just start solving. Here we go. If I look here, I'll start with the nines. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8. I know that has to be an 8 because there has to be an 8 in each column. Let's see, 7, no 7s, 6, 6, 6, okay. We have a 6 on the top, a 6 in the middle. One of these two has to be a 6. It can't be this one, so it must be that one. So here's a 6. And now we have 6, 6. One of these is a 6. I can't tell which one, but it's either going to be this one or this one. Let's see, 5. Not anything I can do there. 4. Okay. Here I have a 4 on top, 4 on bottom. This one has to be a 4. And now I have 4 on the right, 4 on the left. One of these three has to be a 4. It can't be the middle, so it's going to be either that one or that one. All right, 3. Nothing I can do with 3. 2. One of these two has to be a 2. So the way I like to do it is put a little 2 and a little 2 and draw a little box circle around it. And then 1, I can see that there's a 1 in the left. One of these two has to be a 1. I like to draw a little box around it. And then one of these two has to be a 1. And a lot of times I like to draw a little loop around it like that. I don't always do it, but alright, so I've just done the first large column. I could go back and check them again, but I think what I'm going to do now is just do that all the way across. Alright, so over here, I don't see any 1s, I don't see any 2s, I don't see any 3s. We'll start with 4. There's 4, 4. One of these two has to be a 4. It can't be the middle one, so it has to be the bottom. And then on 5, there's a 5 on this side. 5 can't be any of these, so 5 has to be one of those two, so I'll write them in. And I like to draw a little circle around it. That's just how I did it. Nobody taught me to do these. I just kind of came up with that. I don't know why I do it. It's just what I do. Alright, so that was 5, 6. We have a 6 in the middle. We're going to have a 6 either here or here because none of those can be 6. So I'll go ahead and write those in. 6, 6. And on the top, we're going to have a 6 either here or here. So I'll write them in. The reason the 6 goes there or there is because top, bottom, one of these two has to be a 6. 7 is going to go right, middle, left. One of these two has to be a 7. And then 8 can't be the middle, and it can't be these. 8, 8, 8. I don't write them if there's 3. I only write when there's 2 possibilities. On the bottom, none of those are 8, none of those are 8. So on the bottom, 8 is not going to be on the bottom row, and it's not going to be in the middle. So 8 can be here, here, or here. I'm not going to write that down. 9 cannot be the top or the bottom. It's got to be the middle, but it can't be this side. So that can't be a 9, so the 9 must go here. And now I have 9 on the left, 9 on the right. This or this is a 9. I'll go ahead and write them down. And then I'll come to the next section. I'll just go ahead and start with 1 and go across. There aren't any 1s. There's not enough 2s to do anything. 3s, we have a 3 right here, but not enough information there. But with 4, we have 4 on the right, 4 in the middle. One of these two has to be a 4. It can't be this one, so the top has to be a 4. So I'll put a 4 right here and move on to 5. And let's see, there's a 5 in the middle. Here there's a 5 on the top, the bottom, and there's a middle here, so 5 has to be here or here. Let's go to 6s. There's a 6, 6, 6, and 6. 7s, not enough information for 7s. 8, there aren't any 8s, although I can see that there's an 8 in the middle here, so 8 has to go here or here. And here we have 8 on the middle bottom. 8 has to go here or here. And let's see, here we have an 8 across the bottom, and an 8 can't be here because of that. So I know that the 8 is either going to be here or here. And after going up and down on all of the large columns, now I'm going to go across on all of them, and we'll see if we can find anything. Let's see, going across, 1 has to be the bottom 2. We don't know there, we don't know there. 2, we don't know anything. 3, we don't have enough information to do anything. 4 is all filled in. 5 is here or here. 6 is here or here. 7 is the top 2. We don't have enough information. 8 is top or bottom there. No, we don't know enough. And then 9, top or bottom there. And here 9, when we go across, none of those can be 9. That means 9 has to be here or here. And there was already an 8 here. So the way I like to do it is this. I write 8, 9, circle it. 8, 9, circle it. And I will go ahead and erase those 8s because I don't need them anymore. And so that gave us a little bit of information that's going to come in handy later. All right, let's go to the next large row going across. 1s, no, not enough. 2, all right, when I go across here, I can see that none of these are a 2. This 2 has to go here or here. That means that there was already a 6 that had to be here or here, and a 2 has to be here or here. So that tells me that's a 2 or a 6, and this is a 2 or a 6. And that will come in really handy later on. And I'm on 2 still, not enough there for 2s. 3 has to be in the middle, but still not enough information. 4 is already done. 5 has to be in the middle. So there's still not enough information for 5. 6, top or bottom there. Okay, 7, we have middle, top, bottom. One of these two has to be a 7, so I'll go ahead and write them in. 7, 7. And the reason I do the little loop around here is this just helps me to draw my eye to what goes where, because when you get a lot of numbers, I know a lot of people, they just fill in numbers in the spot that they go. That's just not how I do it. So I think I'm on 7. 8 is nothing to do. 9, we have a 9 on the bottom, a 9 on the top. That tells me that this middle one right here has to be a 9. So I'll go ahead and put the 9 there. And then I'll come down to the bottom and go across. We have 1 on top, and that's all we know. 2, we don't have enough 2's to even do anything with 2's yet. 3, not enough to do anything. 4, we have a 4 on the middle, bottom. That means this top has to be a 4. Earlier we had written that a 4 would go here or here. If I had seen that 4 with that, I would have gone ahead and written the 4 in right here. When I work here like this, I've got the board is off to the side. I'm working at an angle, so it's hard to see everything. But there we got the 4. Now we're on 5. Now here, because there's a 5 on the bottom, I know that the 5 has to be in the middle because the top is full. So a 5 has to go here or here. I'll draw a little box around it. So if we have 5 on the bottom, 5 in the middle, well, this middle can't be a 5. If this can't be a 5, then this has to be the 5. So I'll write the 5 in right here. And then I'll go ahead and erase these 5's. And then 6, top, middle, bottom. 7, not enough information to do anything with 7's. 8, well, 8 can't be on the bottom. That tells me that 8 has to either be here or here. All right, and then 9 is already filled in. Now I've gone up and down each of the 3 large columns, and I've gone across on each of the 3 large columns. Now I could go up and down again, but I think at this point what I'd rather do is look for rows and columns that have a lot of numbers and write in what the possibilities are. So for example, there's only 3 things missing in this row, and they happen to be, let's see, there's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2, 3, 8. So I know that this is 2, 3, or 8, this is 2, 3, or 8, and this is 2, 3, or 8. Now this can't be an 8, so it has to be a 2 or a 3. So I'll write those in and circle it. This can't be a 3, so it has to be a 2 or an 8. I'll circle that. This can be a 2, a 3, or an 8, so I won't do anything there. All right. And what else looks like it has a lot in it? Let's see. This one is missing 3 things, so I'll see what goes there. We need to have a 1. We've got the 2. We need a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this column we need a 1, a 3, or a 7. And if I look here, this can't be a 7 because of that and because of this. So if it can't be a 7, this has to be a 1 or a 3. And down here, that can be a 1, 3, or a 7. That can be a 1, 3, or 7. All right. Let's see what else I can find that looks like there's a lot in it. This one has 4. Let's see what they are. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7. Let's see if we can find anything there. This can't be a 3. 1, 2, 7. This can't be a 7. So that'd be a 1, 2, 3. This can't be a 7. Oh, so I can see that the 7 can't be anywhere here because there's a 7 there. So the 7 has to go here or here. So I've got nothing out of that one. That one did nothing for me. And right here there's 3 in a row. Let's figure out what they have to be. We can see that it's got to either be 1, the 2 is used up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 1, 3, or 5. Well, if we look here, that's 5 is used there, This 5 is used here. So I know that this has to be a 5. And then I also know that this has to be 1 or 3. And this is 1 or 3. So that really helped me out there. Now, do I see anything else that just looks like I need to do it? 1, 2, 3. That doesn't look good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might try this one right here. There's a 1, 3, 8. I must have missed something. 1, 3, 5. So 1, 3, 5, or 8. All right. This can't be an 8. And it can't be a 3. If it can't be an 8 or a 3, this has to be a 1 or a 5. And let's see, down here, this could be anything. This can't be an 8, but it could be anything else. All right, so that's all I got out of that one. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go back and start again like I did before, just doing the large left, middle, rights, up and down and across, and we'll see if we find some more stuff. So we have 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8. 7 has to be on the 2 outsides. 7 has to be on the left here. Not enough information there for me. 6, not enough. 5, not enough information there. 4, 3, not enough. 2, not enough information, and 1. All right, we have nothing there. Let's go over here and see 9, 9. 9 is top or bottom. 8 is the 2 outside. So 8 will be here, here, or here. That's not enough information. 7, 7, 7. 6. 6 is on the outside, 2 outsides. 5, 4, 4, 4, 4. 3. 3 is on the left side here. Not enough information. 2. Not enough information for the 2. And 1. Same thing, not enough to work with. Let's look here and see. 9, 9, 9. 8 is in the middle. 8 is up here on the 2 outside. 8 is on the 2 outside. 7, oh, here we go. This isn't a 7. We know that the 7 has to be here or here. All right. So 7 has to be one of those two, and when we come down, the 7 has to be here or here. So that helps us out a little bit. And then 6, 5. 5 is on the 2 outside. We don't know where the 5 goes there. 4, 4, 4. 3. 3 has to be over here somewhere. Not enough for the 3. 2. Not enough. And 1. Not enough. So now I'll go across and see what I can find. Going across, we have 9 on the top or bottom, 9 on the top or bottom. We have 8 in the middle here, 8 on the top or bottom, 8, 8, 8, nothing, not enough there. 7, we know 7 is in the middle. Now we have 7 on the right, 7 in the middle. One of these two has to be a 7. But I just figured out that the 7 has to be in the middle. If the 7 has to be in the middle, it can't be here, so it must go up there. So I'll put my 7 up here and erase this. And then 6, not enough with 6. 5, not enough. 4, not enough. 3, not enough. 2, not enough, and 1. So now I'll come down here and go across. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7, 7. One of these two is a 7. 6, 6 is one of those two, one of those two. 5, 4, 3, 3 is in the middle here. 3 is here, 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 nope. 2, and 1, not enough. We'll go to the bottom, we have 9, 9, 9, 8, 8's got to be one of those two, 8's got to be one of these two. 7, it's got to be one of these two here, and you can go anywhere here. 6, top, middle, bottom. 5, 5 has to be one of these two. 4, 4, 4, 3, not enough for 3, 2, not enough for 2, and 1, not enough for the 1. Alright, so I just went across this way. I'm going to go up and down now and see what I can find. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7. Oh, 7 is in the middle, 7 is on the top. One of these two has to be a 7. And one of these two has to be a 7. Okay. 6, 5 goes right. Any of those? Nope. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's do the next section. 9, 9, 9. 8 is there or there. Okay, 7, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3 is on the left side, not enough. 2, 2 is on the 2 outside, not enough information. And 1, we don't have enough to know about the 1. So I'll go to the next section. 9, 9, 9, 8. 8 is here or here. 8 is here or here. 7, left 2. Right 2, right 2. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now I'll go and do the columns again and see what I can find. Across here, I should have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 8, 9 across here. This cannot be 8 or 9 because they're there. And it can't be 1. So if this has to be 1, 2, 8, or 9, it can't be 1, it can't be 8, it can't be 9. Therefore, it must be a 2. And then I'll erase this here. Now, 1, 2, 8, or 9, get rid of the 2 over here. These have to be 1, 8, or 9. Well, this can be 1 or 9, but it can't be an 8. And this can be 1 or 8, but it can't be a 9. All right, so we got a little bit of information there. Let's just go ahead and try this next one. Let's see if this 2 did anything for us. 2, 2, tells me 2 has to be down here on the bottom too, so I'll write that in. All right. Now, let's look in this section and see what has to be there. There are 3 numbers left. They are going to be 1, 3, and 7. All right, this can't be a 1, so it has to be a 3 or a 7. This can't be a 7, so it has to be a 1 or a 3. And this can be a 1, 3, or 7, all right? This box has 4 numbers. Let's see what could go in those 4 numbers. It could be 2, 3, 5, and 7. So 2, 3, 5, 7 has to go in here. Let's see. Right here, this is not a 2 or a 5, so this has to be a 3 or a 7. This is not a 5, so it has to be 2, 3, 7. This is not a 2, so it has to be 3, 5, 7. And this can be 2, 3, 5, or 7. Nope, nothing comes from there. Oh, here we go. If I look here in the middle, 8 can't be in the middle, and it can't be here. That tells me 8 has to go here or here. So I have 8 on the right, 8 on the middle. One of these two has to be an 8. It can't be that one, so it has to go there. So there's 8. And if that's an 8, then over here, that had to be 2 or 8. It can't be an 8, so it must be a 2. And if that's a 2, this is a 3. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I'll erase these 8s out of here and erase that there. All right, let me just sit and look a little bit more and see what else I can find. We got 8, 8, 8. Okay. Oh, and here the 8 had to go here or here. It didn't go here, so it must go here. There we go. And now up here we have an 8. That can't be an 8, so this one must be the 8. There we go. Let's see what else we can find. I'm just going to kind of look a little bit and see what I notice, rather than methodically go through everything. It takes forever that way. Right here, I know what these two numbers have to be, so I'm going to go ahead and write them in. It's got to be a 1 or a 7. 1, 7, and 1, 7. There we go. So let's keep looking. Okay, here I can see there's a 3 on the middle, a 3 on the right, so one of these two has to be a 3. There's a 2 on the right, a 2 on the left. That means this middle one has to be a 2. And this had to be a 2 or a 6. It can't be a 2, so it must be a 6. And this had to be a 2 or a 6. It can't be a 6, so it must be a 2. Let me go ahead and clean this up. Alright, and let's see. I'm just going to keep looking around and see what kind of things pop out at me. Actually, after getting all those numbers, I think I'm just going to go through my top, middle, bottom strategies again, just to see what I find. 9 is nothing. 8, top or bottom, top or bottom. 7, nothing from the 7. 6, aha, here's a 6. That tells me this had to be 6 or 6. That 6 means this can't be the 6. So 6 has to go there. I'll erase that. Now 5, top, bottom, middle, nothing. 4, 3, not enough. 2. Okay, 2. There's a 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. That tells me this has to be a 2. And then 1. Well, here I can see that a 1 has to be in the bottom two, and a 1 has to be in the bottom two here. So if a 1 has to be the bottom two here, and a 1 has to be a bottom two here, then I know that 1 has to go here or here. So that helps me out a little bit. All right, so I just did top, middle, bottom across here. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll start with 9. I don't know why. I usually start with a big number for some reason, or whatever it is, whichever I feel like. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7, 7. One of these two is a 7. Not enough information there yet. 6, 6. Aha, there's a 6 in the middle, 6 on the bottom. That can't be a 6, so this has to be a 6. So I'll put the 6 here. There we go. Yeah, it's been a while since I've solved a Sudoku puzzle, so it's kind of fun to get back into it. 5, let's see. Five has to be here or here. Not that that's going to do me much good, but it might come in handy. 4, nope. 3 is top or bottom. 3 is top or bottom. Not enough information. 2, and then 1. Nope. But I can tell right here, in this box there are 3 things. I know what 2 of them have to be here. Let's see what the numbers would be. The numbers would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These have to be 1, 3, or 5. This can't be a 3, so I know this has to be a 1 or a 5. So I'll go ahead and write that in. It might come in handy later. All right. And so, let's see, 1, 1. 1 has to, oh, here we go. No, nothing there. Okay. All right, let's go to the bottom and see what we can do. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7, 7, not enough. 6, 6, 6, 5, 5. One of these two is a 5. Nope. 4, 4, 4, 3. Aha, here's a 3, 1 and 3. If that's a 1 or a 3, this has to be a 1 or a 3. Doesn't do me a lot of good, but it's more information. So 3, nope, 2. Okay, here we go. Check this out. I know that this can't be a 2. 2 has to be here or here. I just figured out that this has to be 1 or 3, therefore the 2 has to go here. And if the 2 is on top, bottom, this can't be a 2, so the 2 has to go here. And earlier I wrote that the 5 had to be there in one of those 2 places, so the 5 has to go here. And up here, I know that this can't be a 5, so this has to be a 5. That's why I write in these the little notations that I do. It just, I don't know, it just frees me up. And this has got to be a 3 or a 7, so I'll go ahead and write that in. All right, so let's see what else I can clean up. I'll erase this 5 that I just drew in here. All right, and I think I'll go back to the bottom, although that was a 1 or a 3, and this has to be a 1 or a 3. All right, so I think the bottom is pretty much filled in. Now I'm going to start going up and down to see what I can find. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8. 7's got to be the right 2. 7 can be either of the outside sides. 7 has to be the left 2, so we don't know there. 6, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. 3 has to be on the right side. 3 can be anywhere, okay. 2, 2, 2, 2. 1 has to be the middle. Okay, 1 is here or there. All right, we didn't find out anything there. Let's go here and look. 9, 9, 9 is top or bottom. 8, 8, 8 is top or bottom. 7, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. 3 is in the 2 outside. 3 is the left side. Oh, here we go. And then 3 has to be on the right side. Because 3 can't be up there, so 3 has to be one of these 2. Now the nice thing is, and I found out a couple things here. 3 is on the top. 3 has to be one of these two. That really didn't do me a lot of good, but it did tell me that if 3 has to be here, that's a 3. This has to be a 7. And it also told me that if 3 has to be on the bottom, then this can't be a 3, so this must be a 3. And it also told me that if 1 has to be here or here, this has to be a 1. So finding that 3 really helped me out. Or not finding the 3, but realizing that the 3 has to be in those two places. All right, and honestly, I just lost track of where I was, so I'm just going to start here again because I don't remember where I was. I've got bottom, I'll just start with the 1. Bottom, top, middle, nothing. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. 5 is on top, bottom, middle, nothing with the 5. 6, 6, 6, 7, 7. 7's got to be one of those two. 8, nope, and 9, nope. All right. Let's go down here and see what we can find. Now, I see there are 1, 2, 3 things here. It's a 1, a 3, or a 7. I know that because, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these have to be 1 or 7. Now, if I look here, there's a 1, there's a 7. If these have to be 1, 3, or 7, it's not a 1, it's not a 7, that means it must be a 3. And if that's a 3, this has to be a 7 or a 7. The 7 can't be here, it must be here. The 1 has to be here or here, it can't be there, so it must be here. All right, so I'll clean that up a little bit. All right, so now I have a 3 on the bottom. That can't be a 3, so the 3 must go up here. And I can also see that there's only 2 things left. Here, it has to be a 1 or a 5. So I'll go ahead and write it in. And that checks out because in this column, there's a 1 or a 5, a 1 or a 5. Here, there's a 1 or a 5, 1, 5, or 7. So this can be 1, 5, or 7. I don't have enough to do anything there. Now let's keep looking here. Again, I think I left off here, so I'll jump down to the bottom. 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8. 7 is the bottom 2, 7 is the bottom 2. 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3. 3 has to be these bottom 2, okay? 2 is top, bottom, middle, and 1. All right, now I'm going to look at it for a minute, but what I probably should do is, like this is 1, 3, or 8. This is not 1, 3, or 8 because there's a 1 there, so I know this has to be a 3 or an 8. Doesn't do us a lot of good, but it's some more information. And if I look here, across here, I can see that this has to be 3, 8, or 9. I know that because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. This has to be 3, 8, or 9. It can't be the 8. It can be the 9, and it can be the 3. So I'm going to write 3, 9 here. And that didn't do me a lot of good, but later that's going to come in handy. All right, let's see what else we have here. I think I'm just going to start going up and down with the right, middle, left. Let's see, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7, 7. Aha, 7's on the left, 7's on the right. That tells me 7 has to be in the middle. If this is a 7, this 3 or 7 has to be a 3. All right, now if this is a 7, that 1 or 7 has to be a 1, which means this has to be a 7. If this has to be a 1 or a 5, it can't be a 1, so it must be a 5. Therefore, this must be a 1. And if this 1, 1 or 5, can't be a 1, so it must be a 5. And I could keep going like this, but I'd kind of like to clean this up. So I'm going to erase a lot of these marks just to, well here, 1, that can't be a 1, so it must be a 3. And that 3 tells me that this can't be a 3, so it must be a 1. And this must be a 3. This 3 tells me that that 3 or 9 has to be a 9. And that 9 tells me that this, one of those two has to be a 3. It has to be this one. And this 8 had to be top or bottom. It can't be the bottom, so the 8 must go here. And one of those two had to be a 1, so the 1 must go there. And here's an 8. That had to be 8 or 9, so there's a 9. And here's a 9. That tells me this had to be 8 or 9, so this is an 8. And I can just keep on going like this, but when I make videos for people, I kind of want to talk through my thought process and clean things up as I go. I know in my comments I have people always commenting on my erasing, and so you know, I'll try to clean it up for you. But here I see that had to be a 1 or a 3. It has to be a 1. And I'm almost finished, but I'm going to clean up some of these pencil marks just so that the people, a lot of people have said they're annoyed by my pencil marks, so I'll try to clean them up a little bit. Alright, so I think I'm down to just 2 boxes, and this has to be a 1 or a 7 because that's all that's left. That's a 1, that's a 7. If the 7 is here, it can't be here, so that has to be a 7. And this has to be a 1. And there, I just solved, I don't know how long it took me, but I just solved the hardest section, the Challenger section in this Sudoku September 21 issue in the Challenger section, the first one, 243. And anyway, I like doing Sudoku, and I have people that ask me to do more, so I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you find it helpful. Thanks.